So you can see the difference in the behavior of the two. The difference in how the first son is behaving, the one that's going to be the king, and the one that can never be king. The one that is going to be the king, for instance, he couldn't marry anybody. Did you hear me? He could not marry anybody. But the one that is not going to be the king, he married a divorced person, and they didn't care. Yeah, they made a lot of noise about it, and so on and so. He decided he's going to live in the United States. Fine. He's not going to be the king. Did you hear what I'm saying? So that means there are rules that determine what the prince that is going to be a king can live by, must live by. Are you listening to me? The one that is not going to be a king, he can do anything. He will accept you, he will still call you prince, but you are never going to be king. Okay? Now listen to this very, very carefully, because I'm going to start mentioning some points that I want you to pay attention to. Having said that, what is the attitude? Let me say, what is the attitude? What is the way of thinking? What are the guiding principles that make for the spirit of the prince that will rule, which you and I are supposed to be? The first question is to determine whose prince are you going to be? Are you going to be the prince amongst men, the prince of men, or the prince of God? So write it down. Whose prince am I? Prince amongst men, prince of men, or prince of God? The fourth one I've not mentioned. All right? The fourth one is the prince of the devil. Did you hear what I just said? Okay, let's look at the rules. Number one rule, number one mindset, number one thinking pattern is this. You are going to be thinking that you will be the best for the rest. Yeah, just move your chair. There's enough space behind, so don't worry. You are going to be what? The best for the rest. Write it down. You are going to be the best for the rest. You are going to be the tenth, the tithe of the people. We say it in medicine this way, that 80% of the population put resources into the society for 20% who are going to be sick. That is, majority of the people are not going to be sick. Society. Did you get what I just said? Only about 10% of the society will have power to the ruling assets and resources of that society, irrespective of where you are from. That is, you can be working for the society but not have access to the power and the resources of the society. But a prince thinks this way. I am one of the best for the rest of the people. I am going to be one of the best for the rest of the people. Point number one. Point number two. Therefore, they are non-conformists. They are what? non-conformists. They do not conform to their society. When I say non-conformists, I don't mean they are rebellious. No. They are just not going to conform to the mediocre nature of the society. They are not going to conform to the low-level thinking of their society. They are agents of change because they have been changed. They are what? Agents of change because they have been changed themselves. Now listen to what I mean by that. To be agents of change and to have become changed, one thing must have happened to them. Number one, they respect standards. And they are not respecting just any standards, they are respecting the highest standards in the land. Okay? So when it comes to the highest standard, whose standard do you think is higher? The divine. The divine. He said, let me explain this to you. Something can be legal, but not accepted by God. Something can be what? Legal. It's lawful, but it's not accepted by God. For instance, let me give you an example. There are societies, for instance, where abortion is legal. It's legal. In fact, they will tell you up to 24 weeks is legal. But the divine says it's not accepted. So you may not break the law. You may not break the law of the land. But God says, I still have an issue with you. I hope you get what I'm saying. So they have a higher standard that is modulating their way of thinking that they have accepted. And that higher standard is the standard of the divine, the standard of the kingdom. They have embraced that standard and they are walking by that standard. That standard is what judges their activities. Did you hear what I'm saying? Next point. They may come from humble backgrounds, okay? That is, poor, not have much, impoverished, but they do not allow their background to influence their performance. They do not allow their background to influence their performance because they have embraced a higher standard of living. I hope you get what I'm saying. So they rise above the backgrounds that they came from. You'll have heard me tell the story of the first Nigerian professor of physics. He's from a very tiny village in Nigeria. He was the first to go to school. How can the first person to go to a school from a village become the first Nigerian professor? That is, he didn't allow his humble beginnings to influence where he's going to become. Are you getting what I'm saying? Okay? Next point. That means they are not satisfied with the status quo. They are not satisfied with day to day, we eat, we drink. No. There's something within them that says there's something better than this. I am better than where I am currently. I am what? Better than where I am currently. God has something better for me than where I am currently. Next point. I have many to say. So, because of this, they embrace the discipline. Number one. They embrace what? The discipline, the standards, the training. They embrace the discipline, the standards, the training, and the equipping of the higher kingdom. I'll say it again. They embrace the discipline, the standards, the training, and the equipping of the higher kingdom. And this is because in them, there's an inner force. What is called a propulsion. A propulsion. Something that propels them. Something that is driving them. They are self-driven people. They are what? Self-driven people. They drive themselves. They don't need anybody every day to be reminding them. No. They drive themselves to excel. They drive themselves to be the best. They drive themselves to be above the problems they are encountering. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, they need to be trained. Yes, they need to be equipped. Yes, they accept standards. But the first thing is they are driving themselves. Okay? Next point. They are not afraid to be different. They are not afraid to be different. No. They know and are aware that because they are self-driven, because they are embracing a higher standard, they are going to be different. People are going to mock them. People are going to criticize them. People are going to tell them, church ojoojúmọ́, ìwà ló pa Jésù nù. You wake up in the middle of the night, you are praying. Is it the devil that's after you so much? No, they are disciplined people. They are self-driven people, and because of that, they are going to be different. And because they are different, people are going to criticize them. Nobody criticizes anything that's the same like you. You don't. Think about it carefully. Anything that is in the usual, anything that's like you don't have anything against it, bad or good. Have you noticed? Anything that's like you, even if it is bad, you don't criticize it. But the moment it changes from your usual, then something is you starts asking a question. Why? That's why sometimes the first time you hear a correction, your body says, why? Because the correction is telling you to do something different from what you used to do. I hope you get what I'm saying. But correction is the route, is the path to excellence. Correction is the route, is the path to excellence. Anybody that does not get corrected can never be excellent. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Anybody that does not get corrected can never be excellent. If you see a person that's excellent, it's a person that is used to receiving corrections. In fact, pursues corrections. Because excellence simply means I am willing to change to be better. I'm willing to do what? I'm willing to change to be better. And I want that change every single day. So if you meet an excellent person, what he did yesterday, he considers it, that's already done. I can be better than this. I can be what? I can be better than this. So have you asked yourself, am I willing to be better than this? What am I willing to do to be better than this? And ask that question in every area of life. Ask that question as a father. Ask that question as a father. Ask that question as a businessman. Ask that question in your profession. Can I be better than this? What am I willing to do to be better than this? Am I ready to pay the price to be better than this? Are you listening to me? All right, next point. Because I have many things to say, so I'm going to keep to my notes. They are decided persons. They are what? Decided persons. They are decided persons. They are not people that have wishy-washy desires. No. They have made up their mind. You know, it is easier to turn a car that is moving, if you ever drive before, than a car that is stationary. No, they are decided. They are focused people. They are what? Focused people. I'm talking of the spirit of a prince. All right? They have decided, one of the decisions they have made is a decision against low-level thinking. A decision against what? A decision against low-level thinking. Low-level thinking is, I can just get by. If my needs are met today, that's enough. Low-level thinking is not to think of tomorrow. Low-level thinking is not to think of how to improve yourself. Low-level thinking is not to think, I can be better than this. Low-level thinking is to think that because somebody else is paying the price for my livelihood, it's okay. Did you hear what I just said? It can be a man, it can be a woman. It can even be a child. If you ask a child, what do you want to become when you are old? And they say, I don't know. I just usually we keep pushing that child. You know why? Until they have an idea of tomorrow, there's no drive. Nobody drives to nowhere. Did you hear what I'm saying? Nobody drives to nowhere. If you meet somebody on the road and he's in the car and he's driving, and you ask him, where are you going? I say, nowhere. Are you going to join the car? Even if he's driving for a stroll, he will tell you, I'm driving to cool my head for 30 minutes and I'm going back home. He has a reason for the driving. But if you see somebody who's been driving for the last 2 hours, say, where are you going? Nowhere. I'm just driving. It's a sign of madness. Something is wrong with him. All right? They are decided people. Decided against low-life living, and they are decided for excellence in life. Excellence in life. Excellence in practice. Number 2, excellence in outcome. Number 3, excellence in legacy. Excellence is what? Legacy. Excellence in life. Excellence in practice, in what they are doing every day. Excellence in the outcome of whatever they are doing. And excellence in legacy. That is, I leave this place, they should know my name for excellence. I worked in this company for 2 years. They should know my name for excellence. I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm living in this man's rented apartment for 5 years. When I leave, the landlord should know that that tenant was an excellent person. I hope you get what I'm saying. Your friends, your associates, your workmates should know this person is an excellent person because he has excellent practices. Why? He has decided for it. He has what? Decided for it. That is how a priest behaves. Next point. They choose the higher life. They choose the higher life. They don't choose the better life. They choose the higher life. There's a difference between the two. The better life will never give you the higher life. but the higher life will give you the better. Did you hear what I just said? They choose the higher life. That higher life as a prince of God is found in the dictates of the kingdom. His word, primarily. The discipline of the word, secondly. The discipline of the Spirit of God inside of you. Are you getting what I'm saying? They choose the higher life, not just the better life. No, the better life will follow the higher life. All right, next point. They are disciplined. Listen to this very well. They are disciplined people in their desires and appetites. They are disciplined people in their desires and their appetites. It is not everywhere you go to that you can eat. I hope you know that. Even when you are hungry. Not because you are afraid they will poison you, but because it's just not princely to eat there. One of the things that we teach usually when you go to follow up new converts or you are discipling somebody is that no matter how wealthy the person is, no matter how high class the person may be, and no matter how hungry you are and thirsty you are, if you get to their house and they are eating or they are about to eat, or just as a natural gesture, they say, can we bring you, we have snacks we can offer you. You tell them, no, that's not what I came for. Even when you have not eaten the whole day, because it is not princely to do that in that person's house. Did you hear what I'm saying? You came, you trekked 1 hour in the sun to get to their house. You are sweating. You mopped your head. You did everything before you entered the house. And the man said, I can take you back home. Say, thank you, no, don't worry. Why? You are setting a precedence. I am not a beggar. I am not what? I am not a beggar. That doesn't mean that you are being proud. No. You are just setting a standard. Because you are not representing yourself. You are representing the church. Did you hear what I just said? You are representing who? You are representing the church. You didn't go there on your own. No. By the time the person starts feeding you, starts driving you home, he thinks that's how everybody in church is. Now, from this day on, I'm going to be the person feeding the church. He is registering their head. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you discipline your appetite. You discipline your desires. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah? They are disciplined people when it comes to their identity. What do I mean by that? They know who they are. They know who they are. I don't mean your name and your surname. That's not what I'm talking about. They are disciplined enough to find out what does the Bible say about them. And that involves what? Researching. What does it involve? Researching. Study yourself. Find out yourself. The pastor has preached Sunday morning, Wednesday morning, or whatever time of day. Go back home and do the study. What does the... Find yourself in the Bible. Do what? Find yourself in the Bible. Who are you? And number two, because they have researched it, they embrace their identity of the kingdom. And they embrace their identity in the kingdom. Did you hear what I just said? Slightly different things. This is what the kingdom says you are. Yeah? Number two, this is what you are becoming in the kingdom. And because of that, they defend their identity. I am a Jew, Mordecai said. And because I'm a Jew, I don't bow before Agag. Haman the Agagite. I am a Jew. They got angry with him, but he defended his identity. Daniel was given another name by Nebuchadnezzar, but you never see Daniel change his name. No. He will say, I, Daniel. Why? Defending his identity. Doing what? Defending his identity. You must know your identity. If you don't know your identity, you can't defend it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Next point. Therefore, they know their heritage. They research their heritage. They research their heritage. Where am I from? The first heritage you must know is the heritage of the kingdom. The next heritage, any child of God, every child of God is assigned to a local assembly. That's how God planned it. If you see a Christian that says he doesn't belong to a local assembly, he's a dangerous member of the kingdom. Is what? A dangerous member of the kingdom. Any true child of God is assigned to a local assembly. A church that God can say, this is your pastor. Where he is accountable and responsible. Did you hear what I'm saying? If you see a man that's not accountable to anybody, that is a dangerous man on two legs. You shouldn't marry him. You shouldn't do business with him. Because there will be nobody to report him to. Did you hear what I just said? There will be what? Nobody to report him to. If you suddenly see me today, as I am preaching, and I'll be going to hold the waist of another woman that's not my wife amongst you, you have somebody to report me to. Why? I'm accountable to somebody. Did you hear what I'm saying? I am what? Accountable to somebody. Your pastor that is here is only safe over you because he is accountable. One, to God Almighty that called him, and to a human figure that God has assigned him to as a spiritual leader. As you get what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's not safe. You can be saved. Listen, you can be saved by the blood of Jesus, but not a safe person. I'll say that again. You can be saved by the blood of Jesus, but you are not a safe person to deal with. Why? Because you are not accountable. You want me to say it again? You are saved as a child of God, saved by the blood of Jesus, but you're not safe, S-A-F-E, to deal with. There are many people like that. They're saved, all right, but they're not accountable to anybody. So there's nobody to report them to. You get what I'm saying? So you must know your heritage, research it, and undergo the discipline of that heritage. Not just the general kingdom, but the discipline of your own local assembly. The what? The discipline of your own local assembly. When I say that, I mean the structures that are in your own local assembly. Obey it. Be obedient to the structures within your own local assembly. Did you hear what I just said? When David showed up and Saul saw the confidence, the aggression with which he was going to pursue Goliath, you know the question he asked? Who is the father of this boy? Because to see that means he came from somebody. Are you listening to me? Somebody produced that structure within him. Somebody produced that mindset within him. So the question I'm asking is, what are you as a father producing in your children? Number two, all the structure, all the discipline, all the teachings that is meant to produce a mindset, what is it doing to you in this house? Did you hear what I just said? I'll put it this way. Are you a correct representative of your man of God? You want me to ask it again? Are you a correct representative of your man of God? If you want to know, ask him. You can't know it yourself. Are you a correct representative of your man of God? That is, the teachings, the structures he has put in place. Have you gone through it, embraced it enough to be a product of that? What do you call a product? How many of you have eaten chocolate before? Chocolate? Bonvita? Where does it come from? It comes from cocoa. That's where it comes from. How many of you have eaten cocoa before? Raw cocoa. Is it nice? It's not nice, isn't it? Compare raw cocoa to chocolate. Compare raw cocoa to Bonvita. What's the difference? The difference is this produce called cocoa went through a process. A processing. And out of it comes what? A product that we can all eat. And you know what? We pay more for chocolate, pay more for Bonvita than we pay for cocoa. Why? Processing. Did you hear what I'm saying? Processing is what brings value to your life. Processing is what adds value to your life. See a rebellious person. You have seen a person that is not going to have value to their life. Did you hear what I just said? See a rebellious person. You have seen somebody that no matter what is flowing in their household, no matter the anointing that's flowing in their household, it cannot land on him. He may be gifted, but there's nothing else beyond the gift. And that gift will soon die. Because listen, if you put a mango tree here, it's blossoming. You know, it's not all mango trees are very tall these days. There are some of them that are not too they are short. And they have these big things that's almost dragging the thing down. If you take a stem of that same mango tree, take it out because it's beautiful. It's got a big mango fruit on it. I say, okay, I've got this one. It's lovely. You take it out of the place that is planted and you put it in your sitting room. What will happen? It dies out. Why? It's no longer taking source from the main tree, from the main trunk. That's like a man that is gifted that has not embraced the structure in the house. That is rebellious. Are you getting what I'm saying? He cannot be a prince of that house, even though he's gifted. Are you getting what I'm saying? You can see the problem behind a lot of our Christian musicians. Giftedness. We can all see it. We can all hear it. But then, after a while, they begin to think that they have outgrown their source. Because everybody now knows them. They don't know their pastor that they don't know them. Everybody is calling them this Sunday, next Sunday, every day. They don't go to church any longer themselves. And before long, it's not only that you don't hear their songs anymore. They go back to what they were before they got born again. Because the source is gone. And they are no longer accountable to anybody. Are you getting what I'm saying? Next point. Therefore, they are fathered people. Father figure. They are fathered people. They have a father in their life. they have a father over their life that they are responsible to. Now, when I say that, I mean a spiritual covering. And the structures of that spiritual covering that is governing their lifestyle. The structures of that spiritual covering or spiritual house that is governing their lifestyle. Are you getting what I'm saying? For instance, before I came to the service this morning, what do you think I was doing? Preparing for this service? Yes. But my own spiritual house directly has already started service, isn't it? So I joined the service. In fact, the message was already going on before I came in, and I was joining because that is my own structure. Are you getting what I'm saying? The fact that I am coming to preach this morning doesn't mean that I don't then account myself as not out of structure. No. Not at all. I'm traveling, I tell the person that I need to tell, I am going to be so and so and so and so place for so and so some period of time. So I am still within the structure governing my practices. Are you getting what I'm saying? They can't phone my spiritual father and I say, where is Dr. Ware? And he says he doesn't know. No, he knows exactly where I will be. He knows exactly where I will be. That's where he expects me to be. And that's where I am. Structure. Fathering. Structure. Fathering. See, most of us will do in church what we don't allow anybody or we don't allow anybody to do at home. If your child comes home today and says, Daddy, or Mommy, you know, I don't like the way you cook a bar. I don't like the way you do your akbana soup. Therefore, for lunch today, I'm going to the neighbor's house. Did you hear what I just said? Therefore, for lunch today, I'll go to my neighbor's house and I'll eat lunch and then I'll come back later on. Or, actually, I don't like our TV set, so I'll sleep at their neighbors so I can watch the TV there overnight. How many of you will agree to that? What are you likely to do? I can see the women. In fact, today's the last day you visit that neighbor's house, isn't it? Today, you will not again. I remember when we were young and TV was just a new thing then. That tells you some years ago. Black and white too. Especially when it's a football match. That is the real problem. Every other program who wants to watch TV. When they say Nigeria is playing, or in those days in Ibadan, it was IICC. Whoa. They are playing, in those days was Enugu Rangers. Those two teams are playing. You will be here from the corner of the street. You are hearing people shouting, go! Everybody is running. So the little screen that's just like this, just like like your laptop these days. And everybody is crowding around. And you hear all of a sudden, Kuleo! You don't answer, because if you answer, they'll guess where you are. So you run first, run a little bit, and get very close to the room before you say, yes, sir. And they say, where are you? I'm in the room right now. You have not lied. You are there now. Until they ask the $1 million question, where are you coming from? Why? You went to watch football in another person's TV. Just because your own parents were yet to buy a TV at that time. Listen, if you meet a Christian I'm talking, if you pay attention to what I'm saying, the core things of life. If you meet a Christian who tells you, I just go to church as I am led. I just go to the church that I feel like going to. You are seeing a dangerous member of the kingdom that you cannot rely upon when it comes to their faith. Did you understand what I'm saying? Because it means they are not under any structure of the kingdom that will hold them accountable, number one, that will make them responsible, number two, number three, that will make them safe even for you, no matter who they are. And listen carefully, because sometimes a lot of those persons tend to be the high class people, the upwardly mobile people. The problem is they are not safe. I don't mean they're not safe with you alone. They're not just that they're not safe with you alone. The enemy can hit them anytime he finds the opportunity to, because there's no covering over their lives. There's no what? There is no covering over their lives. A soldier is as good as the battalion that he belongs to. It's as safe as the battalion that he belongs to. If you see, what do they call them now? Navy SEALs. Sea, air, and land people. That means anywhere there is sea, anywhere there is air, anywhere there is land, they can be called. And there's a special call group of them. But even amongst the special group, they belong to a group that they are accountable to each other. Are you get what I'm saying? So that if one person is in trouble, the others must go. Their motto is no one must be left behind. No one must be left behind, dead or alive. That is, even if the person dies in battle, they must bring the body home. They cannot afford to leave the body in enemy lines. Are you get what I'm saying? They themselves can be in danger because of a dead body. But they can't go home and say that they left a dead body behind. Talk less of a live human being. Are you get what I'm saying? That is the kingdom. But that will work for somebody that is in the structure of the kingdom. Did you hear what I just said? You say, well, what if we don't know the person is in trouble? That's why you don't know the implication of praying in the Spirit. Every time you open your mouth to say you are interceding in the Spirit, whether you know the person you are interceding for or not, the judge, this high priest of all intercession of the saints, knows where to divert your intercession to. So you can be praying for somebody that have no clue that you are praying for, because he is within the structure of the kingdom. Is what? Within the structure of the kingdom. Princes of this kingdom